yeah, life's challenging, and there are moments where I feel shitty, and there are moments when it doesn't make sense why I feel shitty.
Yeah.
Right? And I tell my clients, and I share pretty openly that about every 2 to 3 weeks I have a bit of a breakdown in the best and most clearing, healing sense, right? It's just all of a sudden, because I do it. There's such value in continually lifting into the spirit, like lifting into the joy, just having our eyes on what we want and positively lifting all of our energy. And that's what I do. That's my focus. But every now and again, and for me, that's about every 2 to 3 weeks, just some level of my evolution or some level of my unconscious is giving me this opportunity to clear something big that I've held on to. And I could kind of ignore and I could ignore it, or I could really go, oh my God, there's something inside. There's something painful, there's something sad, there's something angry. And I do really allow myself to go into it. And I'm so grateful that we have this, because we hold for each other and often kind of counsel, coach each other through it, but it really is just a process of allowing what's present to be present and to allow those feelings to be expressed.
Yeah.
From a very illogical place, right? Because I know that my truth is never that I'm broken,
right,
or that my life sucks. I just 99.9% of me knows that I'm so blessed and have such a great life. I'm just so taken care of on every level. And we're only going to allow any of our human limitation to be lifted for us to have more of the spirit that we are. If we allow those humannesses into our present moment, and we see them, we hear them, we feel them, and we love them. And I still, for me, the thing that works the best in that is forgiving any of the judgments that do just come up for me when that experience is present. And so I'm just gonna do that right now.
Right.
Because I'm in my challenge. And so I'm just gonna. So I don't feel good. So I'm gonna do what I do, and I'm gonna ask that you all hold for me, and we'll see what happens.
Right.
What's first of all really powerful for me is to, because sometimes when we're going, well, what do we feel? It can be a very mental thing. Well, I feel like this should change, or I feel like this isn't working, and that's a thought. That isn't a feeling. So I'm going to allow myself to really be in my body and to feel my body, and that's really just the best way to kind of get into how do I actually feel. And I just feel low. I just feel heavy. And I pay attention to my body, and in this moment, right, it feels like all of my energy is kind of like in this big pout, right? Like when I just feel my body, I just feel like I just feel a big pout. And if I were to really like fully give myself complete permission just to be that, and give it a voice, so fully just allow that to express, to be welcome, to be loved. I would let it say, I don't want to be here. I'm not good at this. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not pretty. I don't like what I see. And that's kind of what this power is like. I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty enough. Yeah. Well, and even in that, right, I just feel so much lift. It's almost like I'm laughing a little now. Just there's something just wanted to come through and be heard, and I'm going to really go in and tell myself what I need to hear. And I do. It's so beautiful, Zoe. I love you. I love you. It's lovely. And as the energy lifts a little, I'm going to do some self-forgiveness. So I forgive myself for buying into the misbelief that I need to be pretty enough to look a particular way to be sharing my light and to be seen, really publicly, vulnerably be seen. And forgive myself for buying into the misbelief that I'm not pretty. And forgive myself for buying into the misbelief that I'm not beautiful and precious and so beautiful. Forgive myself for buying into the misbelief that just everything isn't completely beautiful and precious as it is, with all its flaws and its difference. Forgive myself for buying into the misbelief that I'm unlovable, that there would be any part of me that isn't worthy of being seen, or being adored, or being cherished, or being used, or being valued. Just forgive myself for buying into the misbelief in any way, at any time, that I'm anything less than a beautiful child of God that is completely lovable, completely seen, completely celebrated, just is allowed to be, just is. And I do have to say, right, that in this moment right now, I do feel like a completely different person. I do have all of a sudden just a lightness, and for me, that's just the biggest reference point that I continually have for this work, is because just the experience that I have, and then I do this work, and then all of a sudden, like, energetically, I feel something just got lifted, and I just am aware of, like, I can have my eyes on spirit. I can do this. I want to do this.